Yo, what's the deal? You got along with the Six Kimpo here to do a video response to the 4 Degrees of Black on dating expectations. Try not to make this a 10-minute video, however, this is something I feel very strongly about. Don't really care for dating these days. I used to be one of those people that was really not necessarily into dating, but into what dating would later bring. Find somebody who you have things in common with. And I think really in order to do that, a person has to be your friend first. So you have to have things in common. So all of the people out here that want to go on dates with somebody because they find them physically attractive, or because somebody is in an elite social circle, or however you want to call it, for any reason other than the actual personality on a person, it's like a cyclical thing of just a cesspool of people who don't know what the fuck they want. And when you have so many people that are willing to waste so much of their time and yours to go out with you or someone else because of stupid shit, then you have all these people out here wasting their time. People going out on a date, one personality's fucked up, the other one's fucked up. They haven't even come to that concept yet, and then, oh, well, that was expected. Or, I can't believe this happened like this. You have to have expectations in this life. What would happen in any scenario that you can imagine? What would happen if you don't have an expectation? And let's be real. Let's take a look at this economy. If you don't have an expectation of anything, that shit, whatever that shit is, it's gonna walk all over you. If you don't set a standard, an expectation, and all the people that say, "Oh, we don't got no standard," not this one. I have a standard. I have an expectation that you're not a liar, that you ain't on bullshit, that you legitimately have things in common with me, that you're real. These to me, you can expect nothing less from somebody who you're gonna deal with, especially in a dating scenario. And I think for anybody to not expect that, they make it hard for everybody else. Because what you do on your date, somebody else gotta deal with that whole situation that you did not get together. So when you went on your date and you didn't have any expectations and you wasted your time, you just let this person know, hey, I got to go on this date, got to be somebody else who I wanted to make up, and person was cool with it. I can just continue doing this shit because they just set the standard. People make it hard, not only for other people but themselves, because they just caught up in that same cycle. Anybody who says that they don't legitimately have a standard, everybody has a standard. It's just gonna come out later. So why not put the standard in front of everything and say, this is it from get-go? So if that person is not measuring up to the standard, then you don't have to waste your time, because you already gotten to know that person as a friend before you went on a date. And just cut that shit short and say, hey, we don't have anything in common. Here is my standard and you're just not measuring up, so we're not even gonna deal. But I think people have gotten so comfortable with pretending, with allowing other people that they're dating to be something illegitimate and just say, oh well, what a waste of time. I see it all the time with people, and I just got burnt out from that shit and just said, fuck it. Because I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I don't really go on dates, but if I do happen to go on a date, I set the shit straight. Because I don't have time to waste. It's a waste of my time. I have no time for that kind of bullshit. Because there's so many other people that I can put energy into. Be it my friends or my family or hell, job or whatever else you have going on in life. I have no time to just hand out for people that really just I have nothing in common with. That's That's what a waste. And I mean, I really can't say anything but like that. I just feel like it's so sad to see so many people with no expectation. And whatever you want to call it, expectations or standards or whatever you want to call it, it is an expectation. It's something that you require or you need or you want from a person. Why not ask for it up front? Just because people put a light title on it and say, "Oh, it's a first date. I can't expect anything." Well, if you don't set a standard, you're not going to get anything at any other point in the interaction because first impression is everything. If you don't measure up in that first impression, that's who you are. That's your representation of who you are. If that person can't measure up on a first impression, you don't get second and third chances. All you get is that one impression because that impression is is you, and you essentially fuck that up. So I just feel like there's just so many people out here just gonna waste your time. That's not legitimate. That really don't want anything, and that is a standard that other people have set, and they're trapped in that cycle. And I would rather be discluded from all of that bullshit. But a lot of people probably gonna say, "Oh, that's bitter." Well, damn if I think that I got time to just waste on people. I really don't. I feel like it's about quality and it's not about quantity. And for the individuals that's out there just spreading themselves real thin, you do what you do. If you need that self-esteem enhancer, that boost, you do you. But you make it hard on other people because other people have to deal with that same shit, that cyclical shit that you create. And yeah, I know I probably pointed the finger at some people, bam, bam. But that's the business. Along with along with the Six Skin Poet, wow. And I don't edit videos, so that's how it's gonna be. Along with the Six Skin Poet, two fingers, and I'm out.